Okay, everybody, this has been a highly requested video. I receive a lot of comments on TikTok, especially about settings video, the graphics quality, the my mouse settings, etc., etc. This is going to be the current settings video as of today is it's July 30th. So this is our settings. These are our settings. What we have going. We're going to go over the graphic settings first. We tend to get those quite a bit, but we have everything pretty low. We'll get into the advanced settings in a bit. Here's our brightness, sharpness at 100, FOV at 110. I don't recommend the FOV very high, especially if you're on a mouse and keyboard. 110 seems to be the sweet spot. We want the motion blur low. Anything that's going to reduce any kind of visual clutter, reduce sprint camera bobbing, all these vignette film grain off. And I have my frames capped at 144. I play on 1080p 1920 by 1080. And let's see the graphics quality settings. Again, everything is low, but I have things that have a low impact on the CPU, VRAM, GPU, a little high. So the texture filtering specifically, I have that at ultra. Everything else is low. I have PCSS on the shadow filtering, and screen space, I have this as SSGI high. That's the only one I have high. That's kind of a big thing on the GPU, big strain on the GPU. Let's see what else we have. Advanced. This is what I have my frame set at. I have it set at 141 in game. NVIDIA Reflex low latency. I have this enabled plus boost. I'm pretty sure this is a very universal thing to do. Have this enabled plus boost. I am using DLSS and I'm on 4.0. I have yet to try 4.5. I'm thinking about it. Well, maybe we'll do that right after this video and see what it looks like. Frame generation's off, frame rendering's off, performance overlay off. And we'll get into our mouse and keyboard settings here now. I believe that's it for graphic settings. We went over quality, we went over the advanced, FOV, motion blur off, all that good stuff. All right, so we're on an 800 DPI on our mouse. We're using the Logitech G Pro Superlight 2 and 800 DPI with a 8 soldier sensitivity. I have this at 8. I have a relatively low sensitivity. I have a full desk mouse pad, so I mainly aim with my arm. I'm not really a wrist aimer. So I have a full desk mouse pad that allows me to swing my arm however way I like. And that helps me not worry about, am I going to fall off the mouse pad? Am I going to come off and my aim's going to mess up, all that good stuff. So I can aim as I please. Control settings, I didn't mess with any of these coefficients. I've gotten that question a couple of times. I really don't even know what the coefficient does. It looks like the greater the value, the higher the sensitivity while zoomed. I have not touched this. Whatever this was, I'm pretty sure this was the default. I haven't touched it whatsoever. Again, my sensitivity is at an 8. We haven't messed with any of this. All of this is pretty much default. My movement here, I use shift for sprinting. I don't know. I haven't really used any of this. I turned off roll camera and landing roll because it's just less visual clutter. That way when you're landing from a high air, if you're jumping off a cliff or something, a ledge or window, you don't want your camera to follow your actual soldier's face. You want to be able to see in front of you at the very least. So I turned this off and it has helped in a few times. Let's see, all of this stuff, if you're interested, I think a lot of this is pretty much preference. Again, I haven't touched this. I have it on hold for the steady scope. I don't really use the steady scope. Infantry weapon zoom, I have that on toggle. I don't like holding my right mouse key, like my mouse, to aim. I like just pressing it and it's aiming, and then when I need to zoom out, I'll press it again. I prefer toggle. I think it's all preference, to be quite honest with you. And if you want these settings as well, again, I have not really messed with these, although I do tend to mantle a lot. I've been meaning to turn that off. or at least fix that at least. Again, these are other settings that I have not touched, but if you like, there they are. See, infantry passenger keybinds again. These are my keybinds. I don't think I've really gotten too many questions about the keybinds, but if you're interested, here they are. Not really anything special whatsoever. I have not messed with these. I use my mouse buttons. I have two mouse buttons on my left side, so I use those for crouch or prone and for sliding. That way, whenever my soldier is moving, I can actually still center my crosshair while he's moving. I'll use my mouse to aim, and then I'll press my left buttons to make a move or whatnot. As you can see, mouse 5, mouse 4, slide. I use slide exclusively on my mouse. That way, when I'm sliding, I can still aim as we're doing that fast movement. I never really use Z. I always use my mouse key. I don't really like peeking, anything like that. It's kind of automatic. Everything else is pretty general stuff as well. Don't really play red sec too much, so those settings are what they are. And let's see what else. Right now we're doing the rifle aim settings for the little bird. So if you want the settings, I'm not going to explain them, but here they are. I got them straight off of, I literally just typed in on YouTube, rifle aim settings, Battlefield 6. It was the first video that came up. It seemed pretty popular, so these are the settings that I have. I think it's mostly this, the movement and aiming aspect. This is what I have right here. Again, you can just go to that video and change your settings if you like for those. Everything else, pretty standard. Have not messed with the ground vehicles, transport vehicles, aircraft, jets, or gunner. I'm probably going to have to change the attack heli soon. I don't know if that's... Oh, this is just a gunner, but the attack heli feels good. I'm going to have to change the jet, is what I'm saying. The jet's a little different. HUD. This is my HUD as well. I'm going to go through all the settings just so I don't miss anything. In case anyone has any more questions, that way I don't miss anything. I'm going over the ones that I get asked the most first, and then everything else I'm pretty much just going to scroll through. I changed this to large recently. Haven't really noticed the difference, to be honest with you. Here's all this other stuff I got going here. Crosshair, I like the cyan blue. The cyan blue seems pretty good. I have the headshots at purple. Let's see. I think there wasn't there any advanced settings here? I don't think so. Sorry for anyone trying to look at these settings. Here's what we have. Chat visibility. I always have it hidden, and if I want to check, I'll just press enter on my keyboard. Let's see. Advanced. This is my other stuff. Kill feed. I like the kill feed icons off. I can see the name of the weapon rather than the symbol. I think it's definitely a lot more. It's a lot more easy on the eye, in my opinion. I like seeing what people are using rather than trying to figure out what weapon that is, you know, by the shape of it. I just rather read the name. Here's all this other stuff we got going on here. I haven't messed with these that I believe, like I'm pretty sure I have not messed with those. Silva's filter on. That's our HUD gameplay. Here's our other HUD stuff. Action prompts, we have them off, so whenever I need to reload, I have or need to pop flares, it won't tell me to pop the flares, it won't tell me to reload. I prefer having a very clean screen, and I kind of just off muscle memory know when I need to reload, or I'll look at the the ammo count in the bottom right. Let's see. Infantry, yeah, I'm not a controller, so all this stuff is kind of null and void. Aim assist, who needs that? Graphics, we went over graphics. Audio, I think, is a big one. Have everything up. Hit indicator definitely on. I like the sound of it. I have the sound system on headphones. Shout out to Ace on TikTok who sent me that video. Ever since I fixed my audio settings, it's been better, but again, with Battlefield 6, no matter if you have headphones or any of the other settings, footsteps can be very silent at times. I turn this all the way up to 100 on the width. Default mix, audio in the background, I have that on. Enable voice chat, I tend to have this off, but sometimes when we're playing in a party, I will have it on caps lock. Push to talk also. These are all my other settings. Don't really mess with these again. I gotta turn this off actually. And now that we're on here, system, all that stuff is good. I don't play with streamer mode on. I don't play with anonymous mode or whatever else. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are all my settings. If I missed something, please let me know in the comments, and I promise you I will get to them. I'll find it and tell you what my settings are, or I'll make another video on something else. But that's all we have for right now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If there's anything again that you have, any questions, comments, drop them in the comment section, and I'll do my best to answer. Catch you guys later.